The reason why most people fail and end up quitting when it comes to reselling is they give up way too soon before they see success. The truth is, when you start a reselling business on eBay, Amazon, Facebook Marketplace, regardless of the platform, it doesn't matter. It's going to take time to just learn the ins and outs of the business. It's going to take time to learn how to source the best items. It's going to take time to learn how to inspect them properly. It's going to take time to learn how to list, learn how to ship at the best rates possible. You're going to have to learn the rules of all these platforms. It takes time. You know, you could pick up a ton of items that are $1 or $2 and sell them for 20, 30 bucks. But if you don't understand sell-through rates, if you don't understand how to take great pictures, create a good listing, you don't know how to run sales and promoted listings, and you don't understand how the sales rank and the e-score kind of correlates to how long it takes to sell, and you're not patient, you're never going to see success. I tell people it really takes a good 3 to 6 months to see success, to build that confidence, because you could watch all the videos in the world of me talking about this business and the million other YouTubers and TikTokers and people on Instagram talking about how great it is. But a lot of people don't share the struggles and the challenges of getting a return and refunds, and, the challenges of, sales being up and down, right? When you're an entrepreneur, it's not just a straight line of success. It's all squiggly. It's up and down and good and bad and, huge home run and then disaster. Over time, you learn how to ship better, how to list better, how to source better. You build systems to reprice and to make sure that you're following the rules. And there's just so much that me or nobody can tell you until you're in the game. But most people give up way too soon before they actually get the success that they want. Most people give up before their first sale or their first month in sales. Honestly, I hate to say it, but most people start this business when they're a couple breaths away from death. Right? Financial death. You don't want to start this business because you need to, make $1,000 in the next 30 days, because the average person is just going to fail. I hate to say it. The average person, and even myself, it's great to start this business because you want money and you want your freedom, but you need to give yourself a little bit of time. It's tough. You can make all the profit in the world, but you might not be able to pay yourself because you're having to reinvest all the money back into equipment, supplies, inventory, so on and so forth. So you could be buying things super profitable, but paying yourself is a whole different story. You always got to, make sure that you're focusing on building that snowball, which is your inventory. The more inventory you have, the more quality inventory, the more possible value you have to offer to the market, the more sales you're going to make. My sales are up over 53% just in the last month, and it's because I've increased my inventory almost 30%. So I'm really, driving to increase the size of my inventory, and my sales are going up. But the thing is, the actual amount of money that I've been bringing in lately is going down because I'm reinvesting so much into my business. Eventually, I can take my foot off the pedal and start to enjoy some of the cash flow and pay myself. But right now, I'm just concerned with just building up this snowball. And, when you first start, not only do you have to learn everything, but you're having to build that snowball, you're having to reinvest. And a lot of times people are building up that snowball, and since they don't have a ton of knowledge, they're building a snowball up of items that maybe don't have a high sell-through rate. It's kind of a low market. Maybe the profit margins are a little slow or a little low. The sales are a little slow. Maybe there's a lot of competition, so it takes a while to sell. They're buying items that are long tail, but the profits are small. That's why I always say you have to weigh out your risk versus reward. If the risk is high, meaning it's maybe like a longer sell-through rate, it's more long tail, you want your profits to be bigger, right? If the item flips really quick all the time, and you can sell it multiple times a week, it's okay to take a lower margin, but that's something that comes with experience, right? So yeah, most people give up way too soon, and most people get into this business when their back's against the wall, when they're in financial ruin. And I mean, it's okay to get into this business if you're suffering and you really need money quick, but it's tough to build a really strong foundation when your back's against the wall. Like, some people could do it. Some people have that skill. Some people are fighters and they don't give up, and but it does put a lot of pressure and stress to be successful. So ultimately, my advice would be, if you're thinking about starting this and maybe you're in somewhat decent financial shape, your back's not against the wall, but you can see down the future, like down the road, like, man, I need to get my finances in line. I got to get some income coming in. Start now. Just start small. Start to learn the basics. Build that foundation, the foundation of understanding the platforms, understanding how to source, the ins and outs, and the things you need to learn about listing and pictures and keywords and shipping to Amazon. Now's the time to start, and don't put so much pressure on yourself to make all this money. And it's just, take things slow. This is a long game, and once you learn the skill of how to buy low, sell high, to identify value, to be able to learn about how to go to places like garage sales and auctions and all these different places and be able to find value and flip it for value and offer, you know, really a win-win situation to your end buyer, I'm telling you, you'll never be broke ever again. So don't give up, stay strong, much love, and I'll see you in the next one.